I was a middle years curriculum leader at a large P12 school, and first day on the job, my principal asked me, "What are you going to do this year to help make students more intelligent?" And I just went, "What? Like, how do you do that?" And that question triggered off a whole lot of thinking. It sort of made me ask, what does it mean to behave more intelligently? What does it mean to get kids to act smarter? I'm James Anderson, and I'm putting the growth back into growth mindsets with learning agility. 3 times in my career, I've been struck by really powerful ideas that I think are a deep reflection of the human condition. And that was with Carol Dweck's work around growth mindset, Art Coster and Bennett Kalic's work around habits of mind, and Anders Ericsson's work around practice. And what we discovered was that it wasn't until you put those 3 ideas together into this concept that I call learning agility that you actually saw real changes in student growth. Each one of them on their own is really powerful, but together they bring about real changes in student outcomes. When I'm speaking to an audience, particularly an educational audience, I'm always looking back to my own teaching experience and asking myself, what does this audience need to really help that learning experience for their kids? How am I challenging their mindset? How am I helping them see the world a little bit differently so that they can then engender better learning outcomes for their students? One of the often misunderstood ideas is that a growth mindset is just the invitation to grow. It's the understanding you're capable of growth. But the Agile Learner understands not just that they're capable of growth, but how to go about achieving that growth through applying the habits of mind through that process of virtuous practice. One of my unique contributions to this work is the way I talk about mindset as a continuum. Not this dichotomy of fixed versus growth, but rather as a continuum. And as Carol Dweck puts it, a growth mindset's not a declaration, it's a journey, and it's a journey through this continuum.
Your success with this work will not be measured by the number of kids with growth mindsets. Your success with this work will be measured by how much more growth-orientated the students have become.
I had some of the best feedback ever just recently when a principal came up to me at the end of a workshop, and he looked at me, he was really thoughtful, and he said, "James, you're very good at creating cognitive dissonance in your audience." And I just went, yes, that's what I want to do. I want to challenge the way teachers think. I want to challenge the way the audience thinks so they leave the room seeing the world a little bit differently than they did when they came in.